Hello and welcome to Black Ribbon. Thank you for tuning in. Today it is the Black Ribbon Ramble podcast. I'll get it out eventually. Today,
I thought you were going to rhyme that then. Today is the Black Ribbon Podcast Day. Yeah, but it's not really rhyming. It's just repeating the same word
what the
again.
fuck sort of rhyme is that, mate?
Yeah.
Jesus
What about
Christ.
today? Bay.
Today is my bay.
Today we're doing this because Bay.
Because Bay made me.
Because the Bay made me.
You're a fucking idiot. You know that?
I know.
I know.
I know.
Yeah.
You got to embrace it. You know. You gotta go against those haters, man.
The thing is, I've tolerated you for so long. I've just kind of become used to it. It's almost like
it's like when you have a lump on your shoulder, you just kind of get, oh wow, look, he's just put into beds. Have you seen that popped up?
I can't see it.
All right, fair enough.
But,
It just says Josh is gay, so.
Okay, well that's true. But let's continue with our story. So it's like you're like a tumor, are you?
Yeah, like a tumor. You just kind of either cut it off or you just get used to it and call it Josh.
That's nice. You cut it off and then blast it with radiation.
Blast it? You have to get rid of me. You have to blast me with radiation.
Yes.
You just shove me in the microwave and put it on maximum setting.
Put me in microwave.
Put me in boppity bing and blow me up.
Bing bing bong bing bing bong bing bing bong. No, still don't get that reference.
Yes, I get that.
Donald Trump.
I don't get that.
Oh, fucking hell. Okay, well, we were just talking prior to starting the video about this month, this new Overwatch season. So if you don't want to watch Overwatch, you don't want to hear more Overwatch stuff,
then fuck off.
Then fuck off, because we're talking about it.
Yeah.
No, seriously, stay around. There's some good stuff coming up as well. But there's been a lot going on with Overwatch this week. Like big style, there's been a lot going on. Now, I did my placement matches. I did a couple with you, and I did the rest of them with Kay yesterday. And well, I wanted to get them done, and I wasn't going to be able to do them in the evening. So I thought, fuck it, we'll do it in the day. But the thing is, we met so many people that were just over. Well, they weren't even level 50 in some cases. Some of them were level 26.
Right,
and it was absolutely, it's like, what the fuck is going on here? Why? Because both Kay and I are level 200 odd. Kay's like 210, I'm like 250 something.
Yeah.
So why are I don't quite understand why we were getting matched with literal level 26 players. So it was rather odd in that respect. And I think one of the reasons I did so well is because I tried to play Lucio. And I got a few opportunities to play him, but I was having to flex because other people were just not helping or listening in chat. Someone would throw in, they were making it kind of difficult. We did have one loss because of someone throwing. But I was playing Diva, I played Soldier in one, and I was playing a number of different heroes, which I think overall makes your SR increase a little bit now with the new updates they've enabled.
So it gives you more SR if you mix up.
So essentially, if you're mixing up, if you're actively playing the game and countering, essentially doing what you're supposed to do, counter the enemy team and vie for control.
Right.
I think that gives you a little bit of a bonus on the SR that you get at the end of your placements.
Oh, okay. I mean, you'd think that if you're just badass with one character and just
if you're badass at one character, yeah, I've heard if you're badass at one character and you're getting win after win after win and you're getting golds, then you'll do okay, but you're not going to guarantee yourself the big slot always.
Right. Fair enough. I'll switch up.
There's been a few debates about that, whether it's true or not, we don't know. But personally, I have just ranked up at 2,100. Or my season high was 2,144, and then we did Kay's last placement match and we lost because we had someone throw. I think it was someone throwing, and yeah, it fucked it. So I went down to 2,114, which I believe is still a personal high of mine, which is bueno. I'm cool with that. I am cool with that. So I'm higher than last season, and honestly, I don't think my placement matches last month, because we had all three of us, didn't we? Last season, my
I didn't play
placements.
last season, I don't think. It was
Yeah,
the
you
season
did.
before.
You
Did
played
I?
last season, yeah.
All right. I don't remember doing it.
Well, it was so long. It was like 3 months.
Oh, that sounds about right.
Yeah, this season's 2 months,
Ah, yes,
so they
that's
brought
right. Yeah.
that down. But I won a lot of those placement matches, and I was main in Lucio, and I ended up in high silver.
You
Which
never
was
made it to gold, did you? I
I
think. I
did
think
make it to gold. I
Oh, did
played
you?
until I ended up in gold, so I could get the reward for it, and then I never played it again.
Ah, right. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
remember.
Um. So that was interesting. But how many placement matches do you have left?
What am I gonna do? I think I got another 4. I think it is. I did a couple before when I get the chance to, but yeah, I've got another 6 more to go, which is fine. I'll just slug through it when I have the chance.
I may give you a hand. I may give you a hand with that anyway, because I want to
Can you do
try and
that even
rank
though
up.
I'm doing my placements?
Yep. Yeah, I can join
Oh,
in.
oh.
As long as I'm not in like platinum or something like that, then
All right.
I think
Oh, that's cool.
it's platinum that you can't queue placement matches with someone.
Yeah, I think I've saw that in the when you press the I button, I think it tells you that.
Yeah. Yeah. So you right click on the image rather than left click or whatever.
That's
Yeah.
it. You got it.
Yeah. But let's move on to the actual Overwatch news rather than RSR. And today we actually had a developers update,
I saw. Yes, I did
which
see.
wasn't really a developers update. It was Jeff telling everyone off.
It's pretty much Jeff saying everyone just chill, work it out
Yeah.
yourselves.
Yeah. It's like stop being an asshole.
Which is fair enough. I mean, yeah,
And
good
yeah,
old
it
Jeff.
was spot on true. And he's talking about the updates that they've done, and that the BM. Sorry, I've written BM on my piece of paper here, but bad manners and toxicity and throwers and all this sort of stuff are affecting the updates as well. So they're stopping them. They're having to focus more attention on the reporting side and making sure that people aren't such assholes than actually working on new content for the game, which I can kind of understand there. Are you still there, Joe?
Yeah,
Yeah. No, you
I
just
mean,
said.
it was. I mean, I thought it was quite interesting. That's the thing he was talking about. Quite a lot of the things he does behind the scenes, like obviously all the stuff that they are doing. This, we won't notice it as well. I'm
Yeah,
thinking, well, fair enough. I mean, there must be so much that they do. And what others. I think I
it
did see a
has to
couple of.
be.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough. I mean, it doesn't take. They can't like build maps and stuff and create characters overnight and all. Sort out
Yeah, well, but you've also got a player base of 30 million people. 30
Yes, I
million
mean,
people own this game. It's like
that's
there is
crazy. I
no
mean,
doubt that the reporting system has just been migrated onto the consoles as well, that we've had on the PC forever, but it wasn't perfect. They're now changing that up a little bit. But a little stat came out earlier today as well that 480,000 accounts have been banned or punished due to bad behavior.
what? But yeah, I can't remember if they did in the video or not. They didn't go into detail about what that punishment is, though. I mean, is
No, he
that
didn't
like,
talk about any sort of
oh, you've got
punishments.
a warning there, or is it like, oh,
Yeah, but you're
how
going to get a
severe
lot.
does that get?
We're going to get a lot more feedback. So if we find someone that's botting or someone that's smurfing, or well,
Yes,
smurfing
I did.
isn't bad, but
If
um,
they'll give you an email if the disciplinary action has been
yeah,
occurred
so you'll
because of
get
your
more
report.
feedback within the
Yeah,
game.
which is quite cool. I mean,
It
it means
is
if
nice to
I'm
know.
reporting you, then it'd be nice to see. Oh, finally, I'm glad someone's listening to my report.
Well, fuck you, first off. But when you're playing some games, and especially in competitive at the moment, we've played, or in fact, we played just a quick play. Do you remember that guy that just went absolutely fucking balmy and started calling me a Russian?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Did you record that at the end?
I did, but I deleted it because it wasn't very funny, and it was just like, what the fuck?
I mean, you should make little clippets of that, like just all the like all I don't know, all the salts just condensed into
But
one
it was just
episode.
like, it's like, why? One, I understand there's a competitive nature to it, but whenever you go into quick play, it's quick play. It's not competitive. If you're going to play competitively, you go into competitive.
Hmm.
As simple as that gets. And someone like that who berates, who swears at you, it's kind of nice to know that that dickhead's been dealt with, isn't it, really?
Yeah, it's nice that I mean, fair enough. And I liked his reaction where, um, we don't want those kind of players in Overwatch at all. We don't want, we're not going to put them in an area where they can play with each other.
They've got no tolerance to cheaters. It's fantastic.
Which is good, and that's how it should be. I mean, there are people here just trying to have fun, and they do have fun and stuff. And yes, we kind of get a bit over the top, and we do swear at each other on occasion.
PewDiePie.
But
we'll get to that one shortly. But
yeah, I thought it was a nice tie in there. But
yeah.
But yeah, we are just here to have fun, and I liked his analogy between obviously people in the car and stuff, and I get a bit road ragey as well. I mean, but
I get very road ragey, so I know that all too well. Yeah, but there is that level of animosity, and I've always liked Jeremy Clarkson's take on it. I read an article in the Top Gear magazine many years ago now, where he talks about just removing the doors on your car because they're your blockade between you and the real world. Now you can take the roof of your car, but you still have that attitude. You're still likely to sit there and swear at the person next to you, sort of thing. But he spoke about having his door removed, and it was actually like he was peaceful, he was calm with everyone. He wasn't nasty because he felt exposed. He felt open, and that he knew that what would happen to him, he'd reap the repercussions. Essentially, people knew it was him, sort of thing.
So what you're saying, if we can see a man's legs, we won't touch him. We won't swear at him.
Yeah, you got weak legs, bitch.
You got weak legs. Oh god, I can see his ass.
At the gym, we have this thing. All gym people know, if you go to the gym, you have people with chicken legs. People who just work chest and arms and don't work their legs, so they got tiny thin legs and they look a bit like a chicken. Pretty funny. You'll see it. They skip leg day. Fuck you. I know you're listening to me. Stop being an asshole. But
I think your gym stories.
Well, fuck you. Well, I'm going to move on then to more Overwatch news. We have a release date for Junkertown, and the Mercy updates will be included in that. That is the 19th of September, so that is next Thursday? No, Wednesday?
Next Wednesday.
Wednesday or Tuesday?
19th, did you say?
19th, yeah.
Tuesday, sorry, it's Tuesday.
So it should be about 6 or 7 p.m. according to the Daily Express. Whether that's right or not, I do not know. But that would be cool.
We're just going to see Kay just going absolutely ballistic, as just slaughtering everyone, aren't we?
I wonder if it will ruin Mercy for Kay.
What do you think she'll switch?
She might do.
Who would you think then? Soldier? Do you think she'll just go Soldier full time? Oh no, Zenyatta. She's been doing very good with Zenyatta actually. We're playing.
She's been trying Zenyatta a lot, yeah. So maybe I'm just not sure whether she'll take to Mercy, because Mercy goes from a healer to very much a DPS.
Battle Mercy.
Yeah, she goes full on hardcore. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But I like the idea of her res every like 20 seconds.
Yeah, I like that idea. I think that's more tactful. I think it's less trying. Okay, here we go, play the game. I know it is difficult to get the 5-man res and everything, but I think it's more. It isn't
when you just tell everyone though, because a lot of them on the competitive scene will tell people to die on the point, and then they'll fly in, because when they pull their ult, they're invincible. So
I like the idea that
it changes that, yeah. And I think if you do get player of the game,
Bastion or something.
Yeah, if you do get player of the game as Mercy now, it's more skill based rather than cheese in the game, shall I say? It's a bit cheesy. It's not wrong. It's just a bit. Nah. It's like, wow, what a cop out. And a couple more bits. We have. They've actually just made a deal for the Overwatch League with 2 broadcasters. $20 million each, I believe, to broadcast these. $20 million for an Overwatch League. That is insane.
Yeah, that's just wow. Can't even. Wow. Okay. Is that so that's what, in America, or is that what just?
That is America, I believe. Yeah. So that is fucking stonking. And in relation to competitive esports, the YouPorn team has disbanded.
So what?
I know, the YouPorn Overwatch team has disbanded completely.
What happens?
I don't know. Maybe they got their attentions diverted a bit too much.
Or
maybe they got distracted.
They got distracted.
Yeah, they missed all their training.
Yep. So it was just they just had no energy. So
yeah, they were too drained.
That's it. I'm just too drained. One arm's bigger than the other, so it was a bit difficult to.
Yeah, yeah, it's a bit difficult to hold a mouse when your fist just pretty much engulfs it and it's just
They're all just trying to cosplay
throbbing.
Doomfist too hard.
Yeah. They all mean Doomfist. We can't stop it.
Win.
There's no total mayhem.
Oh, God.
We can't do total mayhem. That's not competitive. But anyway, you were going to look at something, or you were going to say something?
Was I going to say something?
No, I thought you were saying you were going to look at something. But I'm going to move on then. So we did speak about PewDiePie, so we may as well just go into that quickly.
Yeah, I mean, what's your thoughts on the whole situation?
So lately, a lot of my videos have become demonetized. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, although some people will say it's not down to PewDiePie, that we had this recent adpocalypse, it was always something that was going to come along eventually. But I think he was a catalyst in that by his response with the anti-Semitic Nazi salutes and all this sort of stuff. Now, obviously, I understood they were a joke. I'm not an idiot. I understood they were a joke, and even though I don't like his content, I can stand with him and go, yeah, whatever. It's not offensive, it's just taking the piss. Which in all essence, you want to take the piss of Nazis. Why do you not want to take the piss of Nazis? Of course you want to take the piss of Nazis. It's the good thing to do. So, it seems kind of counterintuitive that he would say that with the hard R. Now, I don't know whether that's down maybe to his accent slightly, that how he said it, the R was slightly more pronounced. Maybe, but I can't know. But then he goes on to say, "Oh, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean it like that."
Yeah, I mean, he says,
and it's a bit like you didn't mean it like that.
But like, it's a more. It's. I think it's much of.
Yeah, and he goes, "You asshole." Oh, I didn't mean it like that. And it's like, well, you did.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a kind of interesting thing, obviously, because everyone's probably been. I don't follow PewDiePie. I don't watch his stuff, but I imagine obviously because he's receiving a lot of this, racist, Naziist, language towards him. Eventually, it does. You do absorb it. You do kind of take it in and thinking, and words slip out because of obviously being in the heat of the moment, similar how we discussed a few minutes ago.
Yeah, but I understand that. So you have something thrown at you so often that you just kind of
adopt it. But you don't mean to say it.
Yeah, it just kind of sits in your psyche now. There's some words that come up, and when I'm thinking about something, and it's like, oh, that's a good word to describe it, and then we never get onto the topic, and it sits in my head, and it's like I need to use that word. I know it sounds really stupid, but it will sit and it goes, that's the perfect way of talking about that. And that's a new word I'm going to add to my inventory. But then I never use it. And it just
Is that why you come out with random words every again? Like, I don't know, really random words. Like, what did Pete just say?
Like a rather smart word, yes. Like,
just ooh, I'm going to say.
That was educated.
That was the word, educated. That's the new word for today, educated.
Yeah, so you know what I mean. So I understand that side of it, but I don't know. It was a terrible thing to say. He shouldn't have said it. But I don't agree with everyone kind of persecuting him for it, if you know what I mean. The media
I think that comes a lot with obviously being how famous he is and how he earns quite a lot, earns so much money that he does paint a target on his back. It's like similar if
he should have just shut his fucking face.
Like, I remember reading a newspaper article years ago, like I think it was Prince Harry dressed up as a Nazi outfit for a costume party.
Oh,
I mean, that is a horrible thing to do, but because obviously it's him.
It's a party, it's a piss take. But they were all saying that that's because he's German. He's part German and all this sort of stuff. Yeah, no, I remember that.
Yeah, so but because he's of his status, it just paints it back again. He should be representing.
He represents the UK, but if you think about PewDiePie, he represents a
media, YouTube, or
but he doesn't do that. He has an influence on children.
Yeah,
a large influence on children, and that's what concerns me with how his language has been. I've seen it ever since he's kind of grown up, shall I say, and that disgusting beard has just creeped up his face. that he's become, I wouldn't say entitled, he's become a bit of a douchebag.
I love the pause before you said that. Like,
I'm
shh,
trying to think of a word.
naughty word.
I'm trying to think of a word that says it, but I think douchebag kind of characterizes it.
Yeah, well, I can. Yeah, a douche. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
So, yeah, he shouldn't have said it. It was definitely the wrong thing to say. Jesus
Naughty word.
Christ.
Naughty word.
I don't agree with the persecution of it, but he should be punished, obviously. And his apology, I get. I understand his apology. You say
Yeah.
things in the heat at the moment, but still, the hard R makes it a little difficult to digest.
I think
Should
actually,
we
because I
ban
watched
the
his
use of the
apology video,
word?
I thought.
Not a fucking chance. That's
I
just
thought that.
censorship.
Have you seen his apology video?
Yeah, I've seen bits of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I watched the first couple of minutes, I think, of it, and I thought, yeah, I mean, I thought it was quite a heartfelt apology. I mean, I know
Pretty
he's probably
genuine,
getting used to it by now, but still, I thought it was quite heartfelt, and that I do kind of feel sorry for him actually. That's quite rare for me because usually I really don't like PewDiePie. I don't like his
I
content,
don't know, neither do
and I
I.
think for us to always say, you know what, I kind of feel sorry for him. Actually means a lot. Actually says it's quite a lot,
Yeah,
actually, isn't it?
yeah. So I think I'm behind him, but not with what he said. But also this whole Firewatch developer thing is trying to file a DMCA against him for
Really?
all of his Firewatch content that he made,
Oh, I vaguely remember this.
which is just
Yes.
pathetic. If I'm honest, that's really made me just like, it's not really fair use, is it?
No.
So yeah, it's a bit stupid. But I'm going to move on quickly to the iPhone X. I'm actually
Oh
going to
yeah.
talk tech with you.
Oh god. Okay.
Have you seen it?
I've vaguely briefed it, but yeah, no, I'm not an iPhone user, so I don't
Neither
really
am I.
care about this
I've got
stuff.
some
But yeah,
specs here, but it looks exactly like the Samsung Note. It's pretty much got the same sort of style to it.
Mm.
It has a 5.8 inch OLED full screen, so it's
Yep.
got no home button or anything on it. It's bragging that it's got 21 hours of talk time, which, let's be fucking honest, who sits on their phone for 10 hours talking? They're streaming video or they're texting or browsing the internet, aren't they?
Some serious sex liners. That's
Yeah,
what's going
yeah,
on
that's
right
some
here.
serious sex liners.
Serious endurance training.
Yeah, yeah, the YouPorn team.
You
We know
poor
what's
team are
happening.
there. That's what they are.
So it's got a vertical 12 megapixel dual camera at the back, and it's got a 7 megapixel front camera,
Yeah.
which are okay.
Yeah.
I won't deny the iPhone, the last generation iPhone, the photos that came out of it were quite nice. They were quite
Mm.
clear. Other than that, and then for some reason I've got Face 10, and I can't remember what that was supposed to be about.
Face. FaceTime. FaceTime.
Something. It's face interaction. You know,
Face.
the face.
Oh, is it like when it
Um,
recognizes your face and
yeah,
unlocks? You mean
yeah,
that?
it uses the face thing, but it fucked up on stage. Did you see that?
No.
It was really awkward. It just didn't work.
Oh dear.
They blamed it on a clumsy staffer that was handling the tech, and it's a bit like,
Well, it doesn't
should
look
just get
good
the
for
fuck
them,
over
does it, to be
yourself,
honest?
shouldn't you? Really?
I mean, I never trust those face unlock things. I mean,
No.
I've had my little brother take a picture of me, print it off, go up to my phone, and unlock my phone from a picture of me. I mean, it just doesn't
Has he
work.
done that?
He's done it. He's
Jesus.
clever little bugger.
I've heard of it being done. And it does sound kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, he does it. I mean, he's the type of person who go into my coat and take my wallet. Won't take any money. He just shows me, I've got your
Just
wallet. Like,
troll
you
you,
fucking
yeah.
you little bastard, come back here.
Yeah.
I should say little bastard. He's taller than me now, so.
No. Honestly, it doesn't really impress me.
No, I mean, it's still iPhone, it's still Apple. I'm not bothered, not fast. Yeah.
Yeah. But I thought I'd head on it because, it's the big thing at the moment and we need the SEO. So, yeah, moving on. PewDiePie, iPhone 10, Overwatch. There's our SEO, okay?
Done.
Wicked. So YouTube will pick us up and we'll be famous. Um,
Amazing.
I was going to talk some Nintendo news with you as well.
That's fair enough. I got some Nintendo controversial stuff to discuss as well.
So we have the classic games moving to the Switch. Apparently, they're all going to be available on Switch, a bit like they
And you
were on the
say,
Wii, I guess.
well, yeah, I mean that's what Nintendo do. They kind of
Yeah,
replay their old systems over and over again, and you know,
but
some of
yeah,
it's
you'll
cool,
have some of
some
the
of it's not.
classic games like classic Donkey Kong and stuff that will be turning up on there,
Yeah,
which
I
I
mean,
guess will
that's
be
where
quite
that's where
cool.
they made their fame, isn't it? Really, those classic stuff. And
Yeah, but they're also getting games like Doom.
oh, I mean, yeah, a lot of games are coming to the Switch and stuff.
I
Obviously,
am amazed. It's like
yeah, I think
after the failure that was the Wii U, you would have thought that would have put a lot of companies off going, I'm going to do that. Bethesda bringing out Doom for the Switch is just boggling. I think Switch and Nintendo, and I think a younger audience, if you know what I mean. Not always a younger audience, but typically a younger audience.
yeah, I mean, Nintendo have
And then
always
I
been
think
targeted that
Doom,
younger
and I
generation.
think murder, blood, gore, 18 plus.
Hmm.
It's kind of a weird concept to me. It doesn't really fit, shall I say, the meta of the Switch, the target audience. So
Yeah, I mean, I
that
can
was
understand
yeah,
that your thoughts of that because obviously Nintendo, like one of their key selling points is obviously their amiibo stuff, which is technically little toys, isn't it? I mean, they
yeah,
do it for everything. It's not something you would put together with. Okay, let's make a Doom one of someone being, blood,
yeah,
blood coming everywhere or
and
something.
having their jaw snapped off their face. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
there's
cool if
some
they did do that. I'd be interested to
yeah,
see what that looks
it would
like.
be
But
funny, but it's just a very very weird business decision. Like good on them, yeah.
yeah, I
It's
think
like
definitely they need to increase their
the Switch does need it. Nintendo
yeah,
need to do that. Because if they
definitely. I think
don't, I
because
think they're just going to sink.
yeah, I mean they missed out because obviously a lot of the original people who played like the original Nintendo 64 and stuff, they've grown up now, and
Yeah.
fair enough, make it they're keeping their audience to little stuff, but they should make stuff still to those growing up audiences. Um,
And I think that's
and that,
where the Wind Waker came in. I think it catered not Wind Waker, sorry, what the fuck is the most recent one called? Is it called Wind Waker?
no, it's not cool. I want you to keep struggling while I try and remember what it's called.
What the fuck was it
I've actually
called?
played the game, but I can't remember what it's
Legend
called
of
now.
Zelda,
Breath of the Wild. Breath of the
Breath of the
Wild.
Wild. There we go. Um, that did a lot of catering towards those that, well, the older generations, if you know what I mean, to those previous customers of Nintendo from years gone by.
Oh, definitely. I mean,
Yeah,
Legend of Zelda games have always been like that. They always throw throwbacks to their previous games, but it was a nice. I think they mixed it up enough that it was like, okay, this is actually pretty damn
fresh. Yeah,
fresh, which is cool. I mean, it's nothing like their previous games. I mean, it's massive expansion. I could go into a whole review here of how awesome that game was, but I can see, yeah, it's still doing the nostalgia sake of like the mix between Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. It's still just
yeah.
fucking awesome. You've played Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, haven't you?
I believe so. Now I can't remember because it's been so long since I actually played them. I
Yeah,
played them really young. I certainly remember Ocarina of Time. I played that
Ocarina of Time.
several
Yeah,
times.
that's a good one.
Um, I remember going back to that like several years back when I had my 64 still. So I went it back. Um, but yeah, it's kind of a weird concept because
Mhm.
even Skyrim's come into it. So maybe Bethesda have got a pretty good deal on with them that they'll
Possibly,
port
yeah.
everything over. But yeah, moving on. You now have the Nintendo Classic. The new Classic thing.
Oh, I
Yeah,
did see that.
they're
Yeah,
re-releasing it in 2018. They're going for another load. Probably another very limited number.
yeah. I mean, that's a good it's a good selling point for them, isn't it? To get it limited, get it while it's hot. It's just that kind of
They
thing, isn't
keep
it?
doing. They've done it with everything they do, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Whenever
And
a Nintendo product comes out, it's almost sold out in every single store, and you can't get another one.
yeah,
And it is
I
such
mean,
a ball
I've not
ache.
I've not actually seen one physically, but yeah, but it's just
Yeah,
I don't know. I've still got the original consoles, so
it's like
I'm
yeah,
taking
but
them
I'm
back.
also not fussed about it. I'm not fussed about the really old games like that. I don't care. For
No,
nostalgia purposes, I'm not paying 80 quid or whatever it is.
no. I mean, I've still got the dream in my head that I kind of get a display case showing
Yep.
displaying all the consoles I've got. Just even if they're not playable, just putting it up there as like a
I know,
display case thing.
I know exactly. I think it was actually the comedian Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Many years ago, I saw his games console collection, and it was all backlit with like an LED strip,
Oh,
and
right.
it was like a big cabinet, and each platform, it was all segmented into like squares, and each platform had a console on it, and they were all connected up to this fucking great big TV, and it was like, I could get behind that. Like,
Yeah, but it's a cool thing to do. I mean,
yeah,
it's just what, like, I don't know. How long I've had that kind of idea in my head for, since probably I was 8. I don't know.
probably,
It's just,
yeah.
it's just
But it
something you
would
got
be
to do.
sick. It would be wicked to have that. And then we have Super Mario Odyssey, which I didn't even realize was a thing until I saw Naked Mario.
Oh, you
Or
didn't know it was
Topless
a
Mario,
thing?
sorry. No, I didn't realize it was a thing. I haven't really kept
Oh,
up with Nintendo news.
oh, fair
So
enough. I mean,
Super
that's
Mario
what I
Odyssey is literally just like a follow-up to Sunshine, isn't it? Super Mario Sunshine. It's the same sort of
sort of,
vein,
yeah, same sort
which
of
was one of
idea.
my favorites.
Oh,
I
that's good.
loved
It
Super
was okay.
Mario Sunshine. I believe I even
Yeah.
have a ROM of it for
I do.
an emulator, yeah, which would be wicked. I want to get
Nice.
back into that, but I also want to play Luigi Mansion again.
Oh yeah.
But I
Fuck, that's
need
like my first game on the GameCube. That was
it
shit.
was I think I borrowed it from you.
Possibly.
Yeah, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
The thing is, the ghosts were kind of scary there because you were a bit like, oh shit, I don't want to die again. How am I going to get through this puzzle? Oh god, there's another one.
Yeah. It's the
Yeah,
music that always got me. I mean, just
the
the music
music
was
was
like, it's
wicked.
just so tense all the time. Like, "Ooh," and it was a
Yeah,
Luigi, which is like cowering in the corner. Going, "Ooh, ooh."
yeah. You can't play it on PC though. You can play the ROM on the PC,
Yeah.
but you really need a GameCube controller to work it because
Yeah.
you have to rebind every single key. It's a ball ache. So
Yeah.
I might one day buy a adapter for my PC so I can play it. Because yeah, and then play Super Mario Sunshine. But Odyssey, back to the topic at hand. No, it looked pretty funky from
Yeah. I
the
think it looks
short bit of
good.
trailer I saw when we were googling what the hell is all this.
What's this?
Uh,
Mario's Nips?
yeah, Mario Nips. Hashtag Mario Nips. That was weird.
I mean, it's just the internet being the internet, isn't it? Oh my god,
It is
Mario
overreacting
nipples.
to something, yeah.
But
Or it
it's quite
wasn't so
funny
much
the
the
overreaction.
thing is, it wasn't so much the internet, it was the Twitter sphere
Oh,
that
fair enough.
reacts to everything. Absolutely everything. You had a little bit more Nintendo news, didn't you?
I did. I mean, it wasn't so much news. It was kind of just a controversial topic. I mean, you know how Nintendo is, but if anything comes out, they like, or if it's on YouTube that isn't theirs, or if it's
Oh
like a
yeah, they
mod,
DMCA it. Yeah,
they completely remove it from the face of the planet.
yeah.
And I was just quite curious, obviously, how many times this has happened. I saw it was quite recently. I think it was like a couple of days ago that someone made a mod that you could play Nintendo 64, the Mario 64,
Oh, I
the
seem to remember
multiplayer.
something about this. Yeah.
And I looked into it. I thought, actually, well, that sounds pretty cool. I wouldn't mind just giving that a go. You know, I'm not sure if you've played it or K as or even Loki. It would be just good laugh to just go around and do something that would be good, like side game we could play. And if it's free, amazing. Obviously, it was removed before I even got there.
Yeah.
But it's just amazing. I think this is not even like the first time, not even the 10th time that they do this as well. I remember obviously there's so many Pokemon ones as well that they do the same. They just
Yeah.
completely erase on the
Well,
map.
you had the Pokemon Uranium, which I still have. I have it. I have a copy of it.
You love it.
Which was the complete Pokemon game made by a fan.
Hmm.
And it's all new Pokemon. It's all new this, but it's got the same sort of old art style to it.
Yeah.
And it did really well. It was all popular like a couple years back. And I was like, I'd be really interested in trying that. And then I never got round to it. And then a couple of days after I downloaded it, they're like, we've had to cancel support for the game. We're not going to be releasing any more updates, and we're going to be removing it from our site because of the DMCA. It's just like, fuck off.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sorry,
it's
but
classic with
Nintendo, when it comes, but it's not just Nintendo, I hate to say. A lot of the Asian companies are very, very strict. Like Persona 5, for instance.
I
Remember when
mean,
that came out?
with Persona, I will grant that they made the right decision there. Because I played the game, they made the right, and a lot of people actually who who've actually played the game and they agree. actually more, you know what, they made the right decision to not, because of the storyline and it kind of twists and turns and lots of things like that. They made the right decision there for that.
I don't think that is such a necessary thing, because if you look at Telltale games, you have a variety of different things. People will have different experience. Some people will want to watch through the game, and some people will go, I like that, I'm going to play it for myself, and then continue to watch the videos after they've played it.
Thing with Telltale though, that you can do different decisions, different things. You know, you can you can do different things. With Persona, it is a straight line thing.
There's very little difference. Telltale, it will tell you can do something, and it's either that person dies or that person dies.
I mean, that's one of the things you can keep someone alive. I mean, what I'm saying is that Persona 5, you're not controlling people dies.
It doesn't change.
Yeah, I'm saying the Persona 5, it turns into very much a mystery. Oh, I can't find enough. It's been long enough I can say as well. I mean, it's pretty much like when you think the game ends, it doesn't really end. It does that twice, and I love it when games do that. And you know, the person you thought was your friend or something turns out to be a bad guy. It's a huge a big plot twist for the game, and because they didn't reveal that. I mean, there's so many times that I've watched videos and I've been spoilt because of these things, but because obviously that wasn't the case, I really enjoyed the game. Which is, I mean, there used to be times when you were little, you didn't have the internet to kind of watch the videos and see how they sound.
I get where you're coming from, but it is down to personal preference whether you're going to watch the video or not. And if you want to watch the video because you're not sure about the game, you don't know whether you want to watch it, and you just watch the start and you gauge it from there.
I mean, I still kind of think some games, fair enough, it's a bit weird, but I think for Persona 5 on its own, I think it was the right decision that they did do that for the videos.
Would you have watched any video about Persona 5 to begin with?
Yeah, I would have. Yeah, yeah, I would have. I'm that type of person. I kind of think, oh, well, I'm just gonna watch that video there. Oh, okay, that looks pretty cool. I mean, I do it like to kind of start a game.
I watched Firewatch.
Yeah.
I watched Sips play Firewatch, the whole of it, and I loved it. And I thought, I'm gonna play that game one day. And then all this shit happened with PewDiePie, and I'm a bit like, maybe not. But overall, I was like, I will get round to playing that someday. I'll buy it off Steam when I've kind of got it out of my head how it ends. You know? So there's some aspects there, but
I mean, it can go both ways. Either way, it kind of encourages you to buy a game, or it kind of thinks I've seen the game. I
don't agree with how a lot of it is done, if I'm honest. Go in, no, you can't do that. But people want to share these games. If you're not gonna, you can quite easily tell someone there are going to be spoilers, which a lot of streamers will do. There are spoilers. Please do not watch this if you don't want to see the spoilers.
I mean, how Persona 5 company did, they said, okay, you can do the first couple of hours, but then you can't go past this point. I mean, I think that's a bit more of a compromise there. That's obviously you can see.
But I think the way they went about it didn't.
I mean, it was abrupt. They did do it kind of abruptly, and quite rashly. But I think it's still a good compromise to say, okay, yes, you can. Fair enough. You can release the content, but please don't go past this point.
I think there would have been better ways for them to do it because they approached it and it was very, very nasty. And
fair enough. I think Nintendo, it pushed the point across. But for Nintendo, take it too far every time. They just
no, they don't. They don't just DMCA it.
No, they just.
If you are going to stream a Nintendo game, or you are going to put a Nintendo video on YouTube, you have to be signed up with them.
It's on Nintendo video.
You have to be in a partnership with YouTube so you can do it, and they'll monetize the video, and you get nothing.
Yeah. Is that their interest? Is on Nintendo Mario Kart still there?
It might be.
It's probably still there.
I think it was before that whole.
It was just before. Oh, actually, no,
it was ages before that. It was ages before they brought this thing in. Yeah, I will find it for you on
find it. Yeah, we're quite curious to see if it's still there.
But no, personally, I don't agree with that. Personally, I think it needed. You shouldn't close off your game like that because you cut off so many avenues, and you shoot yourself in the foot. And I think as a consumer, if you're not sure of the game, you're going to watch a video, and if you want to enjoy it, then you'll enjoy it yourself.
Okay.
And I mean, you kind of have to understand that when you're watching the video, you're going to be exposed to a spoiler, and if you can't get over that fact, then it's a bit like, well, told you so. It's a bit like tough shit, really, ain't it?
Fair enough. You know, that's people's own fault for obviously
Yeah, it's people's own
exposing
fault for
themselves
doing that.
to certain content. But I still
Yeah.
think on this occasion for Persona 5, because I've played the game, I can happily say they made the right decision for that, and I'm glad they did that.
I'll still disagree with you there, but
It's fine. I say play Persona 5 and you'll understand.
no thanks.
Well, there we go. Your point is invalid.
But I'm just going to end this with another quick segment before we finish. It's now gone 40 minutes, but Hellboy, the new Hellboy. Have you heard anything about that?
I did see a lot of posts about that. I haven't looked into it, but I saw that there was a new
there is a new Hellboy.
Logo?
No, there's an image of the new Hellboy, and he looks fucking mega ripped. It's like Jesus Christ. And it comes out on the 19th of January.
Yeah.
2019, yeah. So that
film,
cool.
I assume.
Yes,
film,
yeah, new film. Yeah.
All right. Who's anyone said to be playing it at all?
I can't remember, but it's not the original one. It's a different dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that caused a lot of controversy a couple months back. Like, you fucking what? But overall, it's kind of shaping up, and it's sounding like it could be quite cool. But yeah, that's where I am all done. Have you wrapped up? Have you got anything else you would like to say?
There is something, but I kind of want to wait for the Dan. I think it's quite a good one if Dan would be in it.
You want to talk with Dan? Okay.
Well, I think all of us would be quite a good one because I think I know you two discussed quite a lot about it, and I'm not sure if you've been talked about it already, but I think it'd be quite a good one. It was about Star Wars, so I thought it'd be quite good for everyone to be involved.
Okay,
in that.
yeah. Well, we'll talk about that hopefully next week.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you for joining me, and thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this podcast and you would like to get more, we try and do these every Sunday, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel and ring our little ding-a-ling bell and like this video / recording wherever this goes up. But thank you very much. We'll see you on the next one.
EGX!
Oh yeah, shit, we're at EGX next week, so it might be a little bit sparse. Jesus, I forgot about that.
Yeah.